Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Yesterday we have understood, I hope, the first step on the spiritual path is freedom from body identification. If that is not happening, whatever we may be doing is okay, but it won't yield any results. See? Now, why this thing doesn't happen? Because of two things. One is the wrong notions are not removed. It is something like this. If there is some stain on my cloth, it cannot be removed by doing japa. It cannot be removed by giving charity. I have to use a contrary chemical to remove the stain. Similarly, if I have a problem of hunger, I have to take food. By simply reading the pongal, idli, vada, sambar, hunger is not going to satiate. Similarly, if wrong notions are in our mind, these wrong notions cannot be removed only by physical activities or by going to the temple or chanting the Lord's name. No. Wrong notions can be removed only by right understanding. Now, to have the right understanding, we must have the right instrument. If the right instrument is not there, understanding will not be right. So where the understanding or the wrong notions happen, both of them happen only in the mind. Therefore, all our experiences, good or bad, they are only at the level of the mind. Body does not suffer. It is the mind that suffers. Body is never tense. It is the mind that is tense. Body is never confused. It is the mind that is confused. My body is not talking to your body. My mind is talking to your mind. All the experiences happen only in the mind. That which is not included in the mind doesn't exist for us. See? And that which doesn't exist for us has no meaning. See? Therefore, the real spiritual practice is start working on the mind. And therefore, if karma we are doing so that our mind becomes purified, then karma becomes spiritual practice. But if karma is done for getting something out of this world, so that I go to the heaven, so all the karma which is directed for getting something in return, they become a source of bondage. And if the karma is done, yoginaha karma kurvanti sangam tyaktva atma shuddhahe. If the karma is done for the purification of the mind, then that karma becomes spiritual practice. Similarly, yoga. If yoga is done to keep ourselves fit so that we can walk the spiritual path, then yoga becomes spiritual practice. But if the yoga is done only to be healthy and live long, that cannot be the goal of life. What will you do while living long? If you want to curse somebody, don't curse. But if you want to curse, curse him or her. May you live long and suffer silently. See, friends, long life cannot be the goal of life. Then we do upasana. We keep on chanting the Lord's name, read the stotras, go to the temple, do puja. Very good. The purpose is what? See, we are told purpose is that aikagrartham upasanam. Japa is done for training the mind. And the training of the mind is, mind should be available to us whenever we want, for whatever length of period we want, for whatever job we want to do. The mind is available to us. Our present condition is what? We are sitting here. Now what should be the purpose of you and me? I should talk the subject matter. And what should be your position? You should listen every word, all the 60, 70, 80 minutes I speak. Now I talk. It is recorded. But do you hear? Huh? Even this is not heard. See? Now whose fault is this? It is our fault that we have never worked on our mind. So upasana is done so that the mind becomes single pointed. We know two extremes. One extreme is mind is multi-pointed, jumping from one theme to another theme, one topic to another topic. And the other extreme is mind is zero-pointed. Even in the satsang we said, in after 2-3 minutes, go to sleep. Or we sit for meditation, go to sleep. Because lifelong training to the mind is, whenever the mind is quiet, go to sleep. Then we have to have the third option. Neither zero-pointed nor multi-pointed, but then single-pointed. Single-pointed mind is the freedom that we have to employ our mind for the purpose that we have decided. Mind should not take us for a ride. Therefore, the real spiritual practice is when we start working on the mind. Again, next step. If I hold this phone in my hand, this happens when we are on the airports, hold the phone. And then you have to fill in those useless forms. So you don't want to leave it anywhere, we may forget. So in this hand, which is holding the phone, we keep the pen. Because the other hand is busy with the kids and every kind of thing. And then we start writing. Our original handwriting will never come up. Because this hand is already conditioned by the hold on an object. So if we want to bring out our original handwriting, what is required? Hold on that object should be given up, then your original handwriting will come. If this is clear, till such time we are identified with the body, and with that body identification we start thinking. That thinking will be in relation to the body, it will be influenced by the body identification. One example. When husband and wife are sitting together for satsang, and suppose there is something indicated between the relation husband and wife, do you think they listen to that husband and wife as a statement? Immediately they look at her, see? See? Because this dumb fellow is so much identified with the other dummy They cannot go beyond it. See, when we talk about husband, we don't mean you. Husband is not a proper noun. It's a common noun. See, friends, understand these tricks of the mind. When we talk about the children, do you think, when I talk about the child, I talk about child as a common noun. But when you listen to that, oh, my son. See, friends, therefore, till such time, we are holding on to the body identification, all our thinking will be in relation to that body. And that person wants to sit for meditation. And what will be that meditation? See? All the time thinking about the same wretched things. Enough is enough. And therefore, we have to be very clear that when we sit for meditation, we have to be distinctly assertive. At this moment, I am nobody. Don't sit as somebody for meditation. See. Otherwise, all the time the past and the relations, they will keep on bothering us. And the second thing, we plan what we will do after meditation. See? Swami has come. Now so many people have come. Immediately what can I prepare? I think upma is the easiest thing. You can put the whole thing into there and give it to somebody. But whether Swamiji takes onion or not, I think he may be taking. Anyway, we'll cut onion. And then whole meditation is cutting the onion. Cut. See, friends, recognize this. Two things. Remain as nobody and don't plan anything what you are going to do after meditation. Now try to think. When there is no reference to the past, when there is no planning for the future, the mind starts dissolving in the present. As we don't want to die, similarly, the mind also doesn't want to die. So either the mind brings the past memories, good or bad, or the mind starts projecting in the future. And this is achieved by the mind by talking to itself. Mind keeps talking to itself. Therefore, when we sit, try this. For next 30 seconds, we don't talk to ourselves. For a few moments we are able to achieve it, but again the mind will start talking. So this talking of the mind is arrested by giving a job to the mind. And the job is chant the Lord's name with a rhythm. Don't take a long mantra, only one word. And engage the mind with that rhythm. So the rhythm is breathing. Breathing is not done. Breathing happens. And with that breathing rhythm, if you synchronize Lord's name in due time with proper practice, we will be able to wean away the mind from the worldly themes. For example, when we breathe in Hari, when we breathe out Om, and don't do your breathing artificially. Let it happen. And with that breathing, breathe in Hari, breathe out Om. This is that Soham sadhana. If you observe, the breathing is extremely slow and shallow. And the chanting is the mind. Mind is the knowledge component of our being, and breathing is the action component of our being. When they are perfectly synchronized, knowledge and action, they dissolve in their source. And the source is pure consciousness. Don't concentrate on any part of the body. Do not try to see something or hear something. Just relax and with the breathing synchronize the japa mantra. Because of the old habit, the mind will run here and there. But when you go to the root of the thought, you will see somebody sitting there. So again assert, No, please, now I am nobody. Thoughts cannot arise without the seed of somebody. So again, revert back to breathing synchronized with Hari Om. The shape, size of the body disappears from the mind. Hence, there is no concept of inside and outside. Our experience is like the undivided space. And therefore, there cannot be any pressure anywhere inside the body. Many seekers suffer because of this. The body is totally dropped. Like the infinite space, there is nothing to experience. We are the experience without any experiencer. This is not doing meditation. This is remaining in meditation. Because it's a process of undoing, unbecoming, and just being. Remaining in meditation is like sleep without the sleep. Because the mind has dropped the shape and the form of the body, so the individual mind has merged in the total mind. Total mind is life. Individual mind is I. like the breeze coming in between and going, the old habit of thinking sends the thoughts. Don't react. We have to learn to remain indifferent. There is no hurry. We don't have to achieve anything. We don't have to reach anywhere. Just be. Old habits die hard. If you observe yourself, the mind has dropped the shape of the body, therefore there are no tensions or pressures inside the body. Because the mind has dropped the body, there is no seeing or hearing or smelling anything. Only the thoughts, they come and go like the clouds in the sky. Because we are not doing meditation, in being there is no tiredness. In doing there is tiredness. Being is our natural state. Becoming is artificial. Being has no beginning or end. Doing will have beginning and end. Hence, this meditative poise remains 24/7. And the symptoms of living in meditation are worldly things and beings lose their ability to influence us. Take a deep breath once or twice slowly. As you do this, the mind has now taken the shape of the body, and life is reduced to a personality. Move your toes and fingers slowly. So the concept that I am inside the body and the world is outside has become real. And samsara begins. Offer everything at the feet of the Lord. Don't make any memory or concept. This is meditation. No. Being is not a concept. Becoming is a concept. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.